Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Hatter.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, streaming The Penguin. This time it's episode 7, Top Hat.
You guys ever wear a top hat?
Yes.
I have. I mean,
Really?
I'm in a top hat in my profile picture on lots of social media.
Oh, that's true because
Hugging
of
you.
the Yellow Jackets.
That was the
costumes.
Caligula costume, right?
Caligula. Yeah, oh, there it is. There it is.
It's been a while since Yellow Jackets.
Hatter, what was your top hat situation?
I was Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh.
Oh, for Halloween?
Halloween.
For Halloween,
You know
I
what? I
presume?
just kind of wore it around the house too.
Was your wife Watson?
She was definitely Watson.
I thought you were going to throw me for
Whoa. The mystery of where the cucumber went.
Jinkies. Wait, that's not Sherlock. That's Velma.
Yeah. Oh, Velma definitely knows.
What is it about? What is it about Velma that everybody finds attractive?
Everyone likes a smart woman. Smart, independent lady.
Yep.
Sure.
She comes up with her own catchphrases.
Yeah.
She got that bob.
Bob, I do. You jest.
I'm not jesting.
I like a good bob or a pixie cut.
Love a good bob.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like whatever Sofia Falcone's, or excuse me, Gigante
Yeah.
Yeah.
has got going on with that. It's like a pixie mullet. I don't know. I love it.
Pixie mullet.
I love it.
I love it
It's
too.
Joan Jett mullet. Yeah. She's jetting it.
She looking good. She looking great.
I'm into it. So we're going to talk about episode 7, Top Hat. Talk about our overall thoughts as usual, and then go into a scene-by-scene, play-by-play recap, and we'll finish it all off, baby, with the Slush Puppies, our top 3 favorite moments of the episode, and then drops any kind of Easter eggs or, Batman lore, shit like that we can glean from the text. And finally, we'll nominate our Kingpin or
Pussy boy.
our favorite performance of the episode. And again, it's interesting because it was just like, Kristen Milioti and Colin Farrell dominated, I think, for the first 6 episodes and or 5 episodes. And now it's opening up.
Yeah, dude. It's blown up.
A lot of contenders.
Contender.
I could have been a contender. A lot of Brando fans here. I love it.
Yeah.
I watched this 2 nights ago. I did actually. I lie every week. I'm like, I'm going to watch the next one tonight. And I'm a good boy. I don't. It helps that I'm really busy and lots of stuff to watch.
Yeah, that helps.
It's not like I'm just sitting there like white knuckling it,
Yeah. I didn't watch this one until last night
I watched it last night too.
for the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
Also very busy. Also white knuckling it. Got a little cocky because we had, was it daylight savings?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
was
So
one
I
of
didn't
those-
wake up at 5. I woke up at 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Well, I was getting way too cocky about it. Cause I'm like, we got an extra hour of sleep. We can like stay up super late. And it was really like stayed up till like 3 a.m, but really 2.
Sure.
So, my alarm goes off this morning. I'm like, are you going off? Are you really going off right now?
I don't think you
I
are.
don't think you are.
I forgot all about it. Daylight savings time.
I can't believe
really
it's
did.
actually noon right now.
It is.
Like my body's telling me. My body.
It's telling me noon.
It's telling me noon, yeah. I was going to correct you, but you did it right. I used to hate when daylight savings time went away because I ran a bar. So at 2 a.m., instead of being a half an hour from close, it would become 1 a.m. and we had to stay open longer.
Yeah, and you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah. But now I get to enjoy the extra hour of sleep like most people.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I don't know about
I
sleep.
used to love when daylight savings time kicked in because at 2, it's 3. And it's like, everybody get the fuck out.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I never get sleep. I fucking never get sleep. I don't understand. It's just like, I've been working at the movie theater for so long.
Yeah.
And
the
like
movie
my
theater
first
fucks you
like
up.
10 years I was closing. So you're not getting out of there to 2:33. And there's some nights, the opening of Harry Potter 2, where I literally came in at 4 and didn't leave until 8 a.m. the next day because we had 3 a.m. shows of Harry Potter.
They don't really do that anymore, though.
No, they
There's
don't. No,
midnight.
we do midnight shows for some like major ones that are going to get like when Wicked's coming out. So we have like 8:30 a.m. shows, and then we go all the way to midnight of Wicked.
Are you working that day?
Yeah, I'm not working that.
Have you already
long.
screened it?
I've not. No, no.
I didn't know midnight showings were still popular.
Okay.
They're still popular.
Like that. They're not. It depends on the movie. I mean, like a lot of like the horror movies are sort of popular, but I miss midnight showings. I used to love it because people used to come out. They used to dress up for stuff.
Yeah.
They used to be so excited. And now it's like.
It was only the real nerds, the real fans.
Yeah. We release movies now. So like.
Thursday, you can go at 3 p.m. on a Thursday and see a new flick now.
Exactly.
That's dumb. Are you guys doing Glicked that day?
What?
Gladiator 2 and Wicked, same day.
Oh my God. Actually,
Glicked?
have
You
you heard
getting
the,
Glicked?
the reviews for Gladiator 2 saying it's supposed to be the best movie of the year?
Of course it is. A bunch of scantily clad men swinging swords. It's the rest of the question that Troy began to ask when I was a young lad. Am I gay? Are you not entertained?
I will have my
first
vengeance.
Gladiator. Yeah.
I will have my vengeance.
That's why no one will remember your name. That's why when you said no to Glicked, that's what I thought. That's why nobody will remember your name. But Penguin 107, this show is not weird
No.
because it's Top Hat.
Top Hat. Amazing.
Hatter. Your name.
What do you think about Top Hat?
Your namesake. Oh my goodness. How was it watching episode 7 of The Penguin last night?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. It opens up. Got a little Dolly.
Things happen.
Kenny.
Okay.
Things happen.
Dolly and Kenny.
You know it's going to be a baller show when you open up with those two. You know it's going to be a baller show. It goes into obviously the history, which we'll get into, and you get a great Kristen Milioti. Milioti. Sorry, Milioti. I'm tired. But you get a great interaction with her
And Macabre.
And they're throwing some new actors that freaking knock it out of the park.
Oh yeah, like Young Oz and
Young Oz,
young
Young
Macabre.
Francis. Yeah, they
Emily
kill it.
Mead, HBO alumnus. I first saw her in The Deuce, I think. She plays young Frances Cobb. It's a show called The Deuce. You can laugh.
I'm laughing more at the way you said it.
The
I saw
Deuce.
her in The Deuce.
I'm just a professional radio disc jockey. What are you?
Are you like the two radio hosts from Parks and Rec, like Kenny and the Deuce?
Oh, you shit.
No. She was also in Boardwalk Empire, The Leftovers.
show.
That's what I'm saying. HBO is like, Emily, we need you again. She's just in the
we threw
back
up the
somewhere.
Emily signal.
Yeah.
And she killed it, man. The episode was great. It was one of my, I want to say probably right now, top 3.
You going top
episodes.
3?
I'm going top 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, the episode's in your top 3.
Yes, episode's my top 3.
Of 7.
Top Hat in your top 3.
Yeah, of 7.
Yeah. Interesting. Steve, what about you?
I thought this was a good episode as well. Like it was really, really awesome to see the I love seeing the Oz flashback. It was kind of we'll get into it, but there are a couple like really funny anachronisms. Well, they're not really anachronism, but for my like perception of who the characters are.
Different universe.
Well, for my perception of who the characters are and the way they're talking, the way they're dressed, and like let's go see Beetlejuice. I'm like, what the fuck year is this? They're like,
It's obviously the late 80s.
come in their pompadour, like, hey kid, you want to come on down here? We're gonna go to the Nickelodeon and watch Beetlejuice. So that was a little funny to me to get used to, but
Like it was giving 50s but saying 80s.
yeah. But it made sense. 'Cause I'm like, of course, like this is the year 2024 in this universe.
Yeah.
And so it would make sense that he would be a kid in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that he would go see Beetlejuice. But the way that little kid was dressed and talking, he's got like a brace that looked like it came from like 1930.
It's like the first.
He woke up in an iron lung and was like, Ma, let's go see Beetlejuice.
Well, Gotham's always been kind of like an older, newer city.
It's like retro futurism.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's like a knock on the show.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things where I'm like, oh yeah. I just got to get used to this.
Sure.
My sensibilities are crashing. And they kind of lean real hard because the whole show, I'm just kind of like, man, the relationship between Oz and Macabre is a little strange.
Yeah.
And then this flashback is like, oh, it's real strange. It's real weird. Oedipus called. He said, tone it down. But I like it. It makes the characters really interesting. I love how the city took my brothers. Did they?
Yeah.
And it's great to finally see how his brothers did end up dying, and it makes it even sadder. But I love how, even though they want you to feel bad for Oz this whole season, he still remains true to his villainous roots.
Yeah.
Like he's like at the last possible moment, he'll always choose the quote unquote villainous route. Like he's like, there's a bomb. I'm not going to say, hey guys, there's a bomb. He's like, oh, bye. And leave his buddies going, hey, what happened? Oh.
And Zeke's like, oh, what's going on up there?
I know.
Poor Zeke. God.
But yeah, the only other thing that like I had a note that I kind of didn't like. I mean, I still want Sophia to win. Okay, just throwing that out there. Team Sophia all the way. I wasn't super into the Deus Ex heart attack scene, but it wasn't a make or break situation for me. But Kid, what did you think of the episode?
So far, not a bad Penguin episode. Nothing I would describe as like, didn't like that. That would be oversimplifying, right? And I fully expect them to stick the landing next week. But I also didn't love, or I don't want to say also, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I didn't love this episode. Parts of it I did. But I think that the show is strongest at the core of the relationship between both Oz and Sophia and Oz and Vic. And there's no Vic at all. Yeah. And then like he and Sophia are completely at odds now. And so I think a lot of what I loved about the show has been gone for a couple of episodes. I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think that the way I like the general idea of how they're revealing who Oz really is and emasculating him in many ways, which is what the heart attack scene does, right? Like it shows how pathetic he is. He didn't actually win. He was going to lose that fight against that old man. Of course, it is Clancy Brown. I understand.
Dude, a 90-year-old Clancy Brown could destroy me.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's just pathetically like, I won. Like,
I did this.
Don't die.
Yeah.
I
reverse Uno'd you.
It looks like they're just trying to separate.
I was giving you the rope of dope.
They're trying to separate Oz and Sophia, obviously, because like we talked about before, both of them can't win. So it looks like the last couple episodes they're obviously bringing them further and further apart.
But I want them to.
I would love for them to work together, but
win.
that's not going to happen.
It's just it's not in the cards. But
the way they're kind of doing it is kind of, I see what you mean.
Not playing off of each other is kind of sad. And I would have I know this isn't that kind of show, but I would have watched 10 episodes of them working together with the finale being his betrayal of her and then a whole other season of this,
Yeah, I agree.
Knowing what you're going into, knowing that, and that's next thing.
Yeah, I could have gone with, like you said, 10 episodes of them working together. I could have gone with 10 episodes of Sophia and Sal working together. I could have gone even more with that because like when he died this episode, I was like, oh man, I kind of wanted more of their dynamic going on. Like I thought there was a little bit more that we could have mined from her sitting under a crime boss father figure that actually cares about his people. Like I thought there was more they could have mined from that. But they're kind of gas pedal to the floor on some of the stuff, which is a little unfortunate. But it's still a ride. It's still a fun ride.
Do you think he was making her kind of softer? Could that have been an issue? Like Maroney making her softer. That's why they kind of ended his right there, because she has to become fully unhinged to be what she needs to be, I think, to especially take on somebody like Oz.
No, I agree. Like, I think you need to eventually take him away from that to get to where we are. I'm just saying selfishly.
Oh yeah.
I could have gone like, I could have just watched them like making a cooking show together. And I was just like Sal and Sophia in the kitchen getting drunk and making cool dishes.
Put a little yogurt on top.
Yes.
Just like Taj wanted.
That's the name of the show, Yogurt on Top.
Yogurt on top.
Or On Top with Sophia.
Hey, now.
That would get more views. I'm just saying.
I'm sure Clancy Brown would sign up.
Just clickbait that all day.
And then once it's a cooking show, you're still in. That being said, there are a couple of moments in this episode where I was devastated. I was weeping. It was very effective. There's certain things I liked less and certain things that were a little silly. Like I understand Sophia's character arc. Which I actually love. I love the idea of realizing running this family, I'm not doing anything new, all that's great. But then I guess I'm just going to give up. No, I'll just send a bomb. And it's like the plan that actually ends up happening is so well, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to change the system. What if we bomb him?
You know what I mean?
I do not like Dr. Rush.
No?
I don't, man.
He creeps me out.
I know. I just know that he's gonna fuck her over somehow. And
you think?
I do. I do. I mean, it might not happen, but he just I don't know. I don't care for him.
I don't know. I'm buying the
he's
whole
great. He's like fantastic.
The whole
the
step
way
on
he's
me,
doing.
mommy thing is just totally makes sense to me though.
I get it, but is he? I don't know if he's just trying to play a role or play a part to where he's trying to get what he wants. I don't know. Maybe what he wants is that, but I don't know. I just think there's some underlying thing that's going to happen. I think he wants control over her. Is what I think he wants.
Yeah, I think she's tied two men to a chair in this show, and if you're going to be one of them, it would definitely be Dr. Rush.
I mean, I get it. I mean,
and when Frank comes
he's
in
a handsome fella
with that, was it Garrett?
Garrot, yeah.
That's not as cool as Cowgirl.
No, I would prefer that method as well, honestly. Historically reversed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Really? I'm not a reverse guy.
We had this conversation. Yeah, remember the Love Lingual episode? It was like, what's your favorite sex position? And we did this episode where we were doing Love Lingual cards like that you do for couples.
Because we're a couple.
And like we had to answer factually, and the one was like, what was your favorite sex position? And I was like, reverse cowgirl. And my mom listened to that one.
A lot of friends would have remembered that about you, and I'm a piece of shit.
I know.
I'm just like, I like looking them in the eye.
You're just like, oh, I can't look Steve in the eye.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm out on that.
You swipe right on me or left?
I don't know. I've never swiped.
I don't know. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I know. You did a bad swipe on me.
You should swipe down.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into the recap. Young Oz is where it starts, right? Mm-hmm. And I did like the touch. I believe, and I'm not a musical genius. The longtime listeners know that about me. I think it was Cyndi Lauper. No, I think it was Dolly Parton.
It was Dolly and Kenny Rogers.
Dolly and Kenny, baby.
Which is why he was listening to that in his Volvo. It's like a mommy thing. Mm-hmm. That's why he likes Dolly Parton, right? So he's,
Yeah, it was Islands in the Stream.
That is what we are.
And of course,
okay, sorry.
Oedipus is a big thing here. It's a date, ma. That's a little uncomfy how attached to his mother he is.
We can watch one of your old movies.
It's also interesting that the guy he idolizes, the gangster's name is Rex. Oedipus Rex.
Oh, what? I didn't even think of that.
Which Rex just means king, as I recall. Mm-hmm. But it's just probably more what they were going for. But it's interesting. But Jack and Benny come in. They kind of ruin his alone time with Ma. Mm-hmm. And at first, he thinks they're about to get in trouble for disturb. I don't know. She's doing she's a bookie or something. But
yeah, she's doing some sort of accounting for Rex Calabrese.
Yeah, she's doing his books, his papers. I was like, well, that makes more sense than them having a relationship in the last couple episodes. We thought maybe
she took that book and she put it in the stove and she was like, I'm cooking them.
Yeah, because you were thinking maybe Rex is Penguin's daddy, right?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
So she was working for Rex and doing his books, and he was taking care of the family. Kind of seems that way.
Yeah.
So
$50.
I don't know. I still have I'm not completely against that. There wasn't some sort of Rex Francis relationship going on.
Say hi to your mother for me.
Yeah. Oh, this is Francis's kids.
Yeah.
Oh, Francis.
Oh, Francis.
Might be mine.
One of these kids might be mine. I don't know.
I don't pull out.
Probably the little dumpy one over there.
Does one of them
with the bad leg?
Does one of them have slick back black hair? Oh no.
Hey, yo, Rex, good seeing you.
Yeah, Oz was always a mommy's boy. Yeah. But, and at first he thinks Jack and Benny are going to get in trouble. And he's all like, but then they do a tickle zombie fight. And he's like, I hate tickle zombie fights. I just want to work on the books with Ma.
I could not find the name of this little actor that's playing young Oz.
But he's killing it. I can't find it. He's destroying it.
Yeah, but he has the Macaulay Culkin from The Good Son stare down.
The Good Son.
The way he's looking at his brothers, I'm like, oh no, he's going to kill them?
He is, actually. It's kind of wild. But they go up. We see Rex's car, right? The famed Rex Mobile. And then fucking Rex himself.
Gotta say, when I realized that was the Rex Mobile, not impressed.
Back then, though?
In 1980?
Yeah. 1980. 88, right?
Yeah.
When did Beetlejuice come out?
I forget the year, but let's look it up real quick.
That's the year Kit Laser was founded.
I think it was 88.
88. Yep, you're right.
Batman came out in 89.
So yeah, 1988. Yeah. That's a okay car.
Yeah,
it's got rims.
I like it. I liked it. But he's not. He's just Rex. He's the biggest guy in the neighborhood, not Gotham. Yeah. He's not big time.
That's like today, if someone's like, "Look, oh my God, there's Kit Laser Calabrese in his Altima."
I wouldn't go full Nissan. I I wouldn't do that.
He's got a Dodge Stratus,
It's
my
at
guy.
least a Honda Accord.
A Honda Sonata.
Top trim level, though.
What if it was like, dude, here comes Rex Calabrese in his cube. Or like one of those weird looking cars.
Freaking Kia Soul.
Yeah, Kia
Soul
Soul.
with
That's
the
kind of cool.
fucking hamsters and shit.
That's cool. And what are you guys talking about? I thought we were picking up lame cars right now.
It's got a Volkswagen Beetle from
That's
like the
fucking
mid
great.
2000s.
Or a
Hell
Pacer.
Yeah.
Fucking Pacer.
Engines in the back. But he gets $50 from Rex for Ma, right? And and what was his name? Benny's like, ooh, $50, little man. Put that shit in my hand. He wants to go play Double Dragon. But Jack's a good boy. He joined the ROTC. He's he's kind of trying to run the family. No, this money's for Ma. Let's just go play on the train tracks. Nothing bad can happen.
Yeah. Let's go down into the underground train tracks and play flashlight tag.
And Jack,
Totally safe.
Jack doesn't like Rex. He doesn't pay Ma enough. He's a bad man. But you can tell early on that Oz idolized. Yeah, he's a gangster. He kills people and shit probably. I love it.
Hey, Rex, good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Hey, shut up, dummy.
Daddy-o.
Finger guns for sure.
Hey, Dad.
Rex is like, shut up. Should have pulled out. What? And they go into the old train tracks where they're currently in present day having the Bliss operation, and they hide from the rain in there. They're playing some flashlight tag.
Did you guys play flashlight tag when you were little?
I did not.
I did not
That would have
either.
required friends.
Oh, well, I went to a daycare. We played it there.
Yeah, we
Why
couldn't
they-
afford a daycare.
They didn't have lights in the daycare?
Well,
Are you sure it was a daycare?
Yeah, I don't think that was a daycare, Steve.
now that you mention it, it was fun.
You want to play flashlight tag?
Hi, little boy. I've got a flashlight in a dark room. You want to play flashlight tag?
Oh boy, do I.
Well, come on down into the cellar.
You got Star Trek? That's Steve. Oh yeah.
Oh, we got Deep Space Nine. Ooh, that's the best one.
I'm a next gen guy, but it's cool.
Yeah, I was Patrick Stewart or I'm out.
Make it so.
But that's the token he had in the jar he finds on the ground in there.
Yeah.
Right? This is like meta Easter eggs, meta drops.
Ah, my dead brother token.
I'm going to keep this forever after I kill him. And then Oz can't come down the ladder because he's got the leg brace. And he's like, and I get why he's angry. Like, fuck you guys. He doesn't intend for them to die. He just thinks, it's going to be so dark and spooky and wet down there. You guys are going to regret making fun of me. It's just little kid stuff.
Right. He 100% doesn't intend for his brothers to die. He's just shitty and like, because his brothers are picking on him and he can't help it. And he's very,
But as soon as he slammed that door shut, like my heart dropped. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He's the one that killed him. That's awful. No wonder he's like, don't talk about my brother. Makes me real sad.
Hey, that's not you, your brother. You didn't kill them. I did. I deserve to feel bad about it.
Not you.
Exactly.
It gets easier.
And then he
No,
goes
yeah, if
home.
you kill your brothers, definitely gets easier.
I started off big.
It's just downhill from here.
Yeah.
He lies and tells his mother that they went to the movies, and he's like, I want to watch a movie with you, Ma. And it's still raining outside. They're out to see Beetlejuice. It's pouring down raining. And I like this little touch where she's like, you always pick the same movie. And I don't know, a lot of classic cinema. It's a tap dancing movie.
It's a Fred Astaire movie called
Fred
Top
Astaire.
Hat
Yeah.
Top Hat.
Top it.
from 1935.
Interesting. So
And I love how they picked that movie.
Yeah.
Because it fits so well into this universe. Like, you've got the old movie thing with his mom. You've got it's a movie called Top Hat with Fred Astaire, where they wear top hats, which is a article of clothing symbolic with the penguin.
oh yeah, it's very true.
And then there's that little section where he's like doing the cool tap dancing, but he's like acting like he's mowing guys
mowing
down with
people
a
down,
Tommy gun. Yeah.
But also he has a disability, and so you can imagine as a little boy, he would love to tap dance.
There were two things I wanted to do.
Moida,
I wanted to be a gangster. And God, I wanted to be Fred Astaire.
I wanted to tap dance. Yeah, like
tap dance like
I thought
crazy.
that was poetic. It's like the one thing he will definitely never be able to do, and that's all he wants to do because that's how we are. Yeah, I didn't catch all the other wonderful drops that you were just pulling out, but cool.
I love that he made his mom her favorite drink, a whiskey and soda.
I made you a favorite drink, whiskey and soda.
Also, I did a shot of Jaeger while I was in there. Don't worry about it.
I did a little bit,
little bit.
big ma.
Ma, I'm a man.
I'm not a pussy boy.
I'm a big bull of a boy.
I did throw it up though.
But I love how they keep showing the rain getting worse and worse.
And he keeps looking.
He's like looking out the window like, where are they?
Why aren't they back yet?
That's weird.
And then they cut to what we now know is the overflow tunnel, and it's filling with water, and they're begging to be let out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can hear them like banging, and like the water's kind of coming out of the sides of the door, but like that water
Eventually it's coming out of the top of the door.
Yeah.
and you like don't hear
It's
banging
quiet.
anymore. Yeah.
And they're like, there's their voices. Oz, come on, we're sorry. Let us like.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional now thinking about it because like that was devastating. I mean, if you got kids, like you just know, like
Yeah, it was
kids do
terrible.
stupid stuff, and yeah,
And then Oz comes
You could have
home.
done that to your bully.
I would not have felt bad.
At all. Take him to the overflow tunnel.
He went to see the movies. I don't know what happened.
Telling the cops that. Beetlejuice,
He
I
went
think.
to see Twilight. He saw Twilight. I don't know.
It came out 40 years ago, you fuck. I don't know. It was a re-release or something.
Nah, I think it was Bring It On.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
It's already been brought. Oz comes home in the present day. And remember where we last left them. Sofia was standing there with a crowbar watching Vic and Francis dance. And he's all happy that the power's on. He's like, yeah, fucking right. Yeah, the needle nose on the nose. It was a little on the nose. But it worked. And then he finds that the door is open and pulls his gun. Vic's on the floor, bleeding, unconscious. I suppose that Sofia likely hit him with the crowbar and took Francis. We can surmise.
Yeah, why'd they let him live?
That's one of the things I didn't really like. It doesn't really make any sense. She is resentful specifically with his driver, Vic, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know,
And
it's
she
just,
knows him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe to tell Oz or to show Oz that I have your mom, or tell him that he took
No,
your mom.
because then she sent Sal and his goons right afterward.
or you
know?
think she thought she killed him with how hard she hit him.
That's true. A crowbar to the head.
Yeah,
could
I mean,
possibly.
True. It's definitely not it's one of those things where like the Joker from the Dark Knight is like, never start with the head. The memory gets all fuzzy. Like, send him a message, Kong. I forget.
I did love the quote though. He's like, "Fuck your guilt. I need an army, kid."
Fucking guilt.
Yeah, I love all this. That's what I'm saying. This is where the show is strongest, is stuff like that from Oz. You know, he gets up, he tells Vic, "You got to go." Like he's trying to save him, but also he's so selfish. He's like, "I need you out there gathering the people for me because there's no way I'm going to win this fight.
I need an army. Get
I
Zal.
can't climb a ladder."
Get Donnie boy.
I love how Vic's like, "You got to come with me," and Oz could have been like, "Look, kid, I'm not climbing out the fucking window. Look at me.
What am I gonna do?
You're being a real Jack and Benny right now. Obviously, I can't go. I'm not very limber.
Jack and Benny, right?
Watch this movie. See, I can't tap dance. We don't got
Let him
time."
go out the fucking window.
Yeah. So anyway, he's like, "I got to get my mom, right? I got to face this head on." That's what he says. And then he surrenders because he knows, hey, this is not my moment, not my strong suit in a gunfight. Live to fight another day type shit.
Gunfight.
Yeah, I don't have my umbrella, machine gun, or nothing. And he gets hit with the golf club. Sal's wailing on him, right?
These are
And
yours, kid.
he's already trying to poke. He's such a manipulative fuck, right? Like, Sophia's got you on a tight leash, huh, Sal? Can't kill me, you know? Trying to drive a wedge between Sal and Sophia.
Yeah, because Sophia's like, she's making breakfast and like, hey man, have
making
patience.
brekkie.
We're gonna kill him soon.
Yep. But first, they want to know where his bliss operation is and take that under control. So
I love that bit where, you know, he's trying to like make a deal with Sal, like you said, like we can do this together. Come on, you and me, we can. And he's like, "You want to make a deal? Headbutt." Yeah.
it was a little like, you know, I always think about like what I would say in these situations too. And there's the headbutt and he's like, "You fucking killed my wife," which is like, how do you come back from that, right? But also like they did try to kill me. Like, for all you know, I was going to honor the terms that I set with you. Like, they were shooting at me and stuff. I don't know if you recall that. Nadia was kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
And Taj sucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did you a favor.
he was an influencer.
He was gonna spend all your money. That dude was definitely buying a Cybertruck. Come on, I did you a favor.
He was buying,
1,000%.
he was going to paint it, this gaudy ass colors.
He had that shit pre-ordered.
He did.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he had Elon Musk on speed dial. Like, can you put this in it?
He's definitely verified on Twitter. He paid the
paid
$8.
for it?
Yeah. Taj blue check.
View from the Taj.
But Sophia brings the breakfast in to Ma. She's cooking brekkie for Ma. And she's like, Oz told me that you died, right? And Ma is a smartass. She's tough, right? Some people are easy marks. He's probably not even a good liar. You're just fucking dumb.
God damn. Put a cigarette in that woman's hand and just have it. Oh, some people easy mark. Oh my God, I can watch that all day.
I could. Just slam her.
Being a total bitch. I love it.
Oz is gonna shoot you in the fucking face. You know, you got a lot of confidence in your son, Sophia. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
At one point, he's like, he's gonna roast Sal like his wife and son.
I know.
Ooh.
Dang.
And she's like, your house, you sucks. I don't like it. What are you guys afraid of color? And and Sophia says that was her dad's design, right? I don't like it either.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Dye your hair pink?
Yeah.
Get an ass tattoo? Teach your dad a lesson?
Yeah, it's so good, right? And at this point, where the scene starts to really cook for me is where Sophia has empathy for Oz. And she's like, I see what's going on here. Mm-hmm. You're the one that fucked him up. And that's where it starts to get under Francis's skin, right? Someone shaped him, right? Yeah. Like the leg and all that shit. Yeah. That's not what made him a monster.
Because Sophia knows a little bit something about that.
Yeah.
Like Ginger fucking Rogers.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I see that.
And she says, good thing your boys died before you turned them into monsters.
Oh, God.
And that's where, this is the scene that I fucking cried like a baby, is when she slips into her dementia. And she starts to think that she's back on the night that she lost her kids. And like what you were talking about earlier as a father, Yeah. And she's putting her hands against the window. You hear it too, don't you? The rain. And she's like, you're not even looking for them. They've been out there too long. It's, and it's fucking destroyed me. Cause you can see young Francis frantically panicking, and then the cops not being able to tell her anything. And just the way that they thought to do this. And then Sophia's realization, somebody who has a lot of empathy for people with mental illness, right? Is like, she's a little shocked, like, oh shit, what's going on right now? Where do you think you are right now, right?
Slam.
Yeah.
Headbutt.
And she slaps the shit out of Sophia, yeah. But she calls her goon off.
Yeah, she stops the guard and it's like, it's fine.
It wasn't even that bad.
I know where she's at, yeah.
I've literally killed 10 women with my hands.
Yeah. That's not a big deal at all.
We cut to Sophia making tea when Dr. Rush shows up, and he's there to tell her that young Gia is a problem. She's
Dr.
asking
Rush snitching on a little kid.
I know.
What a bitch. See, I told you.
You want me to take care of it? I'll kill her.
I know.
I'm ready. I ran over here. I'm sweating.
I know. First thing she says, like, what are you doing here?
This is the first person
call you to.
This is the first person to challenge you that I could physically overpower. I am ready. I could win that fight, I think.
I will whoop that little girl's ass.
Sophia, it's my time. Put me in, coach.
And she's like, no, I'll handle her. What are you even talking about? I do need something for you, though. I need you to talk to Francis, right? He wants him to figure out what's wrong with the mom.
Did you bring your cool LED therapy light?
I know he just has it. Hey, I got this.
Someone wrote in, and I was a little embarrassed because I used to work in the mental health field at a therapy clinic. That is a real thing. It's EMDR.
Yeah.
So
what is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a goddamn psychiatrist.
I just Googled red light therapy, and it's like also known as photobiomodulation therapy.
Sure.
Shows potential as a treatment for depression and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Helps with mood and reduces symptoms by stimulating specific brain regions through low-level red light exposure.
That just seems like it would make me more angry. Well, and like higher anxiety with the flashing light to me.
It would make me feel like the Reading Rainbow guy from Star Trek.
LeVar Burton,
LeVar
baby.
Burton?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the...
Don't take my word for it.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. That guy.
I love that guy.
I do love him.
You're not thinking of LeVar Burton. You're thinking of Geordi.
Yeah.
Geordi LaForge.
Is that the character's name?
Yeah.
Next Gen, baby.
Sure.
I remember growing up loving Geordi, and then I did a rewatch of all of Next Gen a couple years ago and realized, wow, all of Geordi's episodes are very problematic.
Are they really?
Why won't this woman love me? She must be a bitch. Like it's that like over and over again. I'm like, oh, goddamn, Geordi.
He's an incel.
Kind of. It's kind of wild. But I still love him.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, that's
got that cool
it's a
vibe.
real. He's not just doing Batman things in there. I just wanted to shout out to whoever wrote that in on Patreon or whatever. And then yeah, that's what they're doing. The light stuff. We'll see where that goes. And Maroni's goons start shooting up Oz's operation. Apparently, he told them immediately where the Bliss operation is because they got his ma. And
Yeah, he took him right there.
Oz again tries to talk Sal into fucking over Sofia. Hey, I got an idea. Maybe you let me live and, you know, cool stuff will happen. But Sal's not biting on that.
But I love when they show up at one point. Sal's like, listen, I know you need a minute to process this. You're on new job. Take the time now. All right, good.
Yeah, that was gangster shit. I always loved that. And Oz starts to throw him off his game because he looks over at his people and like they're loyal. They give him the nod, right? I'm gonna pull. In that look, he told Oz, I'm going to pull the power cord. The lights are going to go out. We can take the guns and kill them all.
That was a specific nod for
Yes.
that. They have a different
nod for everything.
It's like the Bene Gesserit, how they can move their fingers and have whole conversations.
Yeah, if you nod like this.
If he'd have done chin
That's what
up,
that means.
that would have meant, sorry, I'm with them now.
If he had done like a little bit of a side
tilt?
it'd been like, what's
I'm
up?
confused.
I have to go to the bathroom. Should I pee right here? Because if I pee, I might embarrass myself in front of my new boss.
They've got a whole peenween lingo. That's all we need to know. And that's what he tells them. So he's like, oh, okay, I got you. Wink, wink. Your wife was really stinky when she was on fire. I was like, hey, what are you showing me here?
Did she have some hairspray? Because she went up like a tinderbox. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
It was real distinct.
And
I love that line, the smell. It was real distinct.
yeah.
I didn't know
never
hair
smoked.
could smell like that.
I've set a lot of people on fire. That was probably the stinkiest. Was
I know
there
he's like-
yogurt in there?
Said the muscle, the fat, the shit. He says
The shit.
Yeah, the shit.
There was poop in there.
Yeah.
And then Oz and Sal begin to fight. And Oz
Zeke
is,
pulls the power.
Yeah.
It's bedlam in there.
they have the old fisticuffs. And Oz is sad that Sal's having a heart attack, right?
Yeah, Sal's beating his ass.
He is, dude. Sal beat the shit out of him.
Which, when they started fighting, I was originally like, there's no way Oz Cobb could beat him in a fair fight. Like, how is he going to get out of this? And then he just has a heart attack.
I don't know. He looks deceptively strong because I had asked you about like the suit that he was wearing. Like, is this things like he's getting smaller? Like, no. So when like he was being tortured, he's overweight, obviously, but he's built like he's just big and stocky guy. So he
Big
could probably
bull
pack a
of a boy.
punch, I would say.
Yeah, I know what they're doing. They want to make him more pathetic. But at the same time, if I'm analyzing this character, like somebody like Oz, who grew up with that disability, with no father, dead brothers, in the hood, is going to know how to fight like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like he has
Sure,
to.
he can
Yeah.
scrap, but
He has to.
I think I'm putting more of my
And Sal
own.
Maroney's just some old rich guy. Like I would have thought he would have mopped him.
That's what I was thinking of
I'm
too.
putting my own biases towards Clancy Brown into this fight, just because I know Clancy Brown's a giant motherfucker.
Yeah, he was beating ass in Shawshank for decades, training for this. I get it. And then he was like on, what's that planet and Starship Troopers? Doesn't matter. He was there.
Clendathu?
Starship
Yeah, he was on
Troopers.
Clendathu. Like he's been training.
He was the scary Deveronian guy in the Mandalorian in the Prison Break episode.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
You know when they go to the prison ship and there's the devil looking alien.
That's him.
That's Clancy Brown. Yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Clancy Brown's everywhere.
I know. That's freaking
But
great.
he's like talking shit and shooting the dead man. What would you say to me? Huh? You know,
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Tap tap.
he's just having this whole argument that's, he's completely out of his mind, right? And then he takes
I just
Sal's.
love like before Sal actually dies, he like, Sal, hey, up here, look at me. I beat you.
Yeah, I need you to
Not your heart, not your own heart. I did.
It's like me playing a Streaming Things draft.
I beat you.
I'm Penguin. You know what I mean? That's how desperate I am.
Your heart couldn't handle all this man.
And he takes Sal's / Carmine's ring, the symbol, right? That's very important for him. Like, oh, this is the full, we're getting the penguin now.
You offered this to me freely?
I do. I say I do. And then he goes full Charlie Sheen, winning.
Give me that tiger's blood.
Yeah. And then he gives a speech to the boys. Like, hey, I did the right thing standing up for your homie. Oz, that's me.
That's me. Your family, also me.
However,
Your home, I gave that to you.
we've got some more battling to do. The war has just begun.
Someone like the beacons.
Rohan will answer.
Crown Point calls for aid.
Begins.
That's right. This episode of Streaming Things is sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
You know, Steve, there's something I need to get off my chest.
What's that, fella?
It's been weighing on me. You know that I resigned at the day job recently, right? And I've been a little scared. There's a family to worry about. There's health insurance. There's capitalism.
Sounds like a stressful time.
But we all carry around different stressors, big and small. It feels better when you bring something to the light and keep them bottled up. It can start to affect us negatively. And therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down. In my case, it's all of the stress, the misery, the fear. But I had to come over here and share that with you, and I felt better. You know, that's a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
Unloading all that on you and Erica and feeling better myself.
That sounds like my Friday night.
Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. If you're not vibing, that's completely fine. So get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/streamingthings to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/streamingthings.
Ooh, spooky streaming things in October. What's up, Stream Fiends? It's a new month, and it's time to thank the patrons of Streaming Things. You guys are literally keeping the lights on over here for us at the podcast, and if we didn't have lights on, there'd be all sorts of ghosties and monsters and vampires that could scare us all throughout the night. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts, and we have an extra special thank you to our super patrons for the month of October. Let's read them out now. So a special thank you to Smithers, Nice Guy Eddie, Albus Stinkpot, Sean, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim X, Lady Trashley, Just Liz Calabria, Mike from New Hampshire, Brett X, E Scramo, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, Bluff Pum, AK Ashley Ray, Adam Busby, Big Butthorn, Jer Latanowicz, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elfbander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Stanton Valentino, Trisha Bueller, Sun-Loving Mortal, Suzanne Rode, Jen Robinson, Kloop, Kalisha Reeves, Paula Garcia, Brenda Bren, Aaron Armstrong, Kevin Strother, Ashley Powers, Stephen V, Casey McCain, and as always, Enza. Thank you all so much for supporting the show, and let's get back to this episode of the podcast.
Sophia goes to the Brookside home and gets like this vision of Arkham as soon as she's in another institution. She gets the icky feeling. And again, I think they do an interesting thing with this episode because we love Sophia. We like Oz. Oz is fun. They completely emasculate Oz, make him look pathetic. He killed his brothers. He's just a weird, he kind of wants to fuck his mom. He can't fight. It's really just bad all around. And then they are shitting on Sophia too.
Yeah, she's kind of in a
I'm
way
really
doing the same thing.
I'm disappointed in her that she would let Gia be in an orphanage.
Yeah, why doesn't she take care of Gia?
Exactly, because she's not
You could
cool.
be a gigante.
No.
I know. I thought she was going there to like get her.
From her perspective, she's protecting her. Like
From
I'm
the
a
world
piece of
of
shit
life,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you to be a criminal.
Yeah.
And I only know how to be a criminal. But, you know, it also just sucks. Like a person of that much wealth that's just letting her last remaining family member be in an orphanage, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, she's like,
An orphanage that like reminds her of the asylum.
Exactly. Like you walk in, that's the first thing you
It's
get.
not a swanky
You're like,
place.
"Whoa, that's a shitty place."
Not a swanky place. She's like, I heard you want to talk to the police. Why don't you just tell me instead? And Gia, even though she's young, is like, that seems like a terrible idea.
I feel like this, no matter how you cut it, doesn't work out for you.
I'm not going to tell my auntie Hangman this.
It's honestly a little weird the police haven't shown up before you.
Yeah.
Gotham kind of sucks. Cousin.
Oh, we got a lot of things we gotta do. A lot of crime that we're working with downtown.
It's true. And then she's like,
I actually personally don't like talking to kids. I think they're weird. They're like tiny people. It freaks me out.
thanks, Chief. Thanks for popping in.
I gotta make the rounds.
And then she's like, hey, I saw a mask in your bag. That's a little sus, right? And she's like, what? Do you think I killed your mom and dad?
What?
That's crazy. And when she sees that Gia has been cutting herself, she's shocked, right? Like, no. And then she flips the script. Look, this is going to sound weird. It's going to take you a while to process this. Your parents were bad people. And I'm glad they died.
Everyone in our family sucked and they deserved it.
I'm glad they were gone. Glad they're all gone.
Don't hurt yourself because of them. This is a gift. And then she's gasping and weeping out in the hallway, right? Like just the weight of what last vestige of humanity is within her and what she's doing to Gia, but also just like the discomfort of being back in an institutional place, right?
Yeah.
And I get that. Like I used to go to the hospital all the time because my mom had cancer and she was always sick and she was also really mentally ill. And I went through a stint when I was working for that clinic where I had to like do marketing at hospitals and stuff all the time. And I get this, I've gotten over it because of that, but like there's a weird little something inside me like balls up and twists whenever I walk in a hospital or any kind of like schools. I hate it all. You know what I mean? Like any kind of like that fucking
institutionalized
that cinder block brick. Like the fluorescent lights I hate.
Yeah.
I get really sweaty and uncomfortable. And so I totally get that. And then Oz calls Sofia right at her lowest moment and she thinks it's Sal because it's Sal's phone. And he's like, nope, it's me.
Sal's dead.
And I love, Oz is so fucking funny the way he does. Nah, I know you're real sad about Sal being dead and all that stuff, but it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal. I can give you the whole thing.
Don't be a pussy boy.
The keys to the fucking kingdom.
Yeah, I just want my ma. I get the keys to the kingdom. You can have it all, everything you ever wanted, right? And which is obvious. It's like, it's not even, it's just such a stupid, obvious gambit, you know?
Yeah.
Because later Rush is like, you know, it's a trap, right? And she's like, yeah.
It's a trap.
I'm not stupid.
Admiral Akbar? Yeah, so Julian's in there doing the red light therapy with Francis, and then Sophia's like, no, I need you right now, right? Rush says it's a trap. He pulls the Admiral Akbar. But Sofia knows, because obviously she's like, it doesn't matter, right? And I'm having this epiphany, right? Father wanted me to take over the family before he put me away. I'm just doing everything. I'm in another institution, you know. Like I'm not breaking the mold. I'm not Daenerys Targaryen breaking the wheel.
No.
I'm the opposite.
I want to be free.
I'm fucking Piet Pri or something. I don't know.
At the House
I
of
haven't watched
the
that show in a
Undying.
while. It's like, why is she going on this Game of Thrones rant? That's a really weird thing for HBO to plug itself like
No one
that.
talks about Game of Thrones now.
You're like my Jorah Mormont. That's fair.
Khaleesi.
And she said, I'm still playing my father's game, right? I want to be free. That's what I want. I want Oz to feel pain, real pain, the kind that I have felt. Which, you know, he already killed his own brothers. He's pretty in pain himself. And that's the sad truth of this world, right?
You can't hurt me. I already hurt me.
That's right. I just want to tap dance. And then no one has heard from Vic and Oz. Their crew is getting locked and loaded. 40, 50 people down there with 12 gauge shotguns. Yeah, don't come out till I say peekaboo. And then you jump out. You go, boo. And you shoot her, okay? Like his plan is really rudimentary, but they're all just like hiding behind boxes.
Yeah, let's obviously pull them into this open space. Like, you come to me.
Yeah. But he's like, I know you're not soldiers, but you're the army that I got.
Yeah.
you're all that I got. But I wouldn't go into battle with anybody else. I'm like, you would go into battle with anybody else if you had anybody.
Literally anybody that would help.
I love how he just completely undercuts his point immediately.
None of you can shoot, but that's why I gave you shotguns.
Just spray.
I put you guys on opposite sides of the room of each other, so hopefully you guys shoot each other in a crossfire. Just saying. You'll get caught up in it.
Yeah. And then after this, I'm going to need you guys to get back to work. Immediately.
We need to sell drugs.
But Oz, the G-Wagon pulls up, right? And G-Wagon. And Oz gets a call from Sofia, who he thinks is inside that vehicle, right? Mm-hmm. One of my notes, I have a quote, none of these faces feel, she's talking about her different guises, right? And she's going on this, she's waxing poetically. None of these faces feel quite right. Look, I don't know what you're talking about. He just pulled forward like 6 feet.
I don't know. Go to a Spirit Halloween, get a new one. I don't know.
Listen, I ain't got time for this. And the car pulls up a little bit more. The drivers just get out and run. And he's like, nah. And that's where I don't like how this plays out a whole lot. Like, come on, man. That's not good. Hey.
And you left your car.
You forgot your keys.
I don't get it. Is Ma driving?
Forgot your Starbucks in the cup holder.
But I did like Colin Farrell's so incredible. And there's this push in on his face and he's got the tears. He's trying to blink away because he believes that that's his mother's dead body in the back, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just very well acted. There's no doubt about that. But of course, it's a bomb. And then he had to go hide in the water runoff where his brothers died. Fuck.
Dude, I was thinking he's going to get in there because I don't know if they would have found him. And I was just waiting for him to get in there and be like, there they are. Shit.
Like little boy skeletons.
Yes, that's what I was waiting on. Like, he's going to see it and they're going to be like that. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Then he's going to fucking snap even more.
Go full one-eyed Willie down there. They get like Scales of justice with gold coins.
Don't touch it.
That's Willie's treasure. And it's like the mom from the what's the Scatelli?
Scapelli, yeah, the Goonies parents.
Goonies mom.
Goonies family.
Fratellis.
Fratellis, that's right.
Because it's a band
It's
I
a band,
love.
yeah. Yeah.
Anywho,
Does that mean Penguin Sloth in that family?
yes. Yes, it does.
Hey, you guys, there's bomb in here.
Sloth can fight.
He
Penguin
can.
can't.
He's got the Superman on his chest.
Yeah,
Baby.
but
I love you, Chunk.
I just love how that spot of him completely ditching his army that just
I know, they're like, what is it?
Doesn't even warn them.
Didn't
Like,
even yell. Yeah, like, hey.
he could have yelled and said, "Hey, get down," and like would have been fine. But
Or
instead
just
he
say,
just
hey,
leaves.
it's a bomb.
Yeah.
Didn't he yell, it's a bomb as
No.
he dove in?
I don't think so.
I think
Because
he did.
I heard some ADR. I don't know who did
it was another dude,
Yeah.
another person was like, "Why did he run away?" Oh, it's a bomb. And then
one of
he
his
blew
one of his
up.
goons is walking right up to the front of the truck, and then it's like, boom! It just fucking explodes. Like they're coming closer to the G-Wagon, and they just fucking explode.
It's so
All you can
silly.
say is like, "Run, bitches! It's a bomb."
Why is he so scared of G-Wagons?
Save me, dead brothers.
He knew right where that was, though.
He did.
Yeah.
He's been there before.
The whole time they've been working there, he walks by that hallway and looks at.
My thing is, he fell pretty far,
Yeah.
and he seemed to get up that ladder pretty good. So I'm thinking, as a kid, he could have done it. I know it was wet, but whatever.
It was wet, and he's a kid. He's got
Yeah.
kid strength,
I-
kid fears.
He's a dumb kid. They don't know ladders. That's why they have a game called Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh God, I got the ladders.
That's why you can't get a job until you're 18. Corporate ladder joke. It was really not for everybody. Not for everybody.
I loved it, buddy.
We cut to young Francis again. And this is the scene he was telling Sofia about in like episode 2 or 3, where his mother like couldn't get out of bed for 2 straight months when his brothers died. And then all of a sudden she woke up, put on her best dress and said, we're going dancing. This is that time. And she takes him out dancing, put on your tux that you have for some reason. And
Put on your suit. Go get your suit on.
and she's like crying. She's desperate. Her mental, she's snapped mentally, right? Promise me you'll make something of yourself and you'll get me every goddamn thing I deserve. Okay, Ma, I promise.
Weird thing to ask your child.
Yeah.
But
How old do
sure.
you think he is about that point?
12.
12? You think 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's the middle child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack's 15, Benny is 10.
No, well, Jack's dead and Benny's dead.
Well, you got me there. But did you see that the place where they took Macabre, where Sophia was calling
Monroe's.
from, was Monroe's, the
Yeah.
same club, but
Yeah.
now it's not, and obviously it's not as popular. It's not popping like it was back in the 80s when Beetlejuice came out.
I know they should have been listening to like Cindy. Girls just wanna have fun.
Oh, girls.
Or if we walked in, it was like it's just a thriller. And his mom was like, boom, 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 boom. And he's like, Ma.
If this was just set a couple years forward, like in the 90s, they definitely would have been listening to like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, like big band music from the 90s.
Or Goo Goo Dolls.
Or Goo Goo Dolls, yes.
Or like Crash into me. Dave Matthews Band in there, you know? But then adult Oz wakes up in the rubble, climbs out. We got that whole like, post blast, can't hear anything kind of shit going on. Taps his ear and then he gets the sound. I love how the kid runs by and he's like, Vic. And the kid's like, no, leave me alone. And then the dirty cop, I forget his name, shows up. Hey, Penguin, what'd you call me?
The fuck you say?
Sophia wants to see you. Knocks him out, right? Boom. The end of the episode.
Yeah, was that guy's name Marcus something?
Gary.
Oh, Marcus Wise. Detective Marcus
The drop
Wise.
head.
Yep.
Wonder how he feels about Bliss.
It just kind of sucks because Crown Point was the worst plane hit by the flooding and bombing from the Riddler. Then they just blow up the fucking center of Crown Point.
Yeah.
So like that little area of New York or Gotham is just shit.
Yeah.
Shit show completely now. No, there's way more people dead now.
Yeah, all those people that he was like, we're going to do good for the
Yeah.
neighborhood. They're all like buried under the street.
I did love that guy's face. Vic? No, not me. I'm Vic.
I don't want no smoke. I just wanted to go to the zoo.
The liquor store.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our Slush Puppies, our top 3 favorite moments of the episode. Hatter, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is when Sofia visits Gia
Sofia versus Gia.
Yeah, she relives the moment of her stay at Arkham. She tells Gia that she needs to not hurt herself because of them, and that whatever woman she becomes, she deserves better, not what the family is going to have offered her. Like I said, we talked about it. She wishes somebody would have done that for her, but then it also was heartbreaking because she left her there, and you know what's probably going to come of Gia being in a place like that, institutionalized. It's because she's going to end up just like Sofia, if not worse.
Or Batman.
Or Batman. Mm-hmm. But Batman also had money and had a butler who took care of him and who was really...
She's got to have money.
Yeah, but you know that somebody's going to... If someone
not
does...
Wayne level money, but enough to be like a Robin.
Yeah, but if somebody comes... But if somebody comes to like adopt her and everything, you know the people that are going to come try to take her are going to just want her for her money.
It might be Brad Pitt and Angelina. Because this is pre-divorce.
Wait, is it?
It's 2022. No, I don't think so, right? Did they get divorced with 2022?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, that
Even better,
no.
it's just Angelina.
Well, yeah.
You know? I got a
Let me
traditional
add you to
tiger
my
tattoo.
child menagerie.
Sure, I'm in. Is that Kit Laser in a wig?
We adopted him.
I'm just a boy.
Full beard and everything, just walking around.
Hi, Mommy.
All different red carpets. Hi.
I have a genetic disease. I'm trying.
That one kid keeps watching the one scene from Beowulf over and over. It's weird.
I'm Beowulf. Nah, Wanted.
One is the one. Okay.
Can you carve a bullet, Ma?
He's got Tomb Raider on.
Tomb Raider, yeah.
Now we're talking. Steve, you're number 3.
My number 3
Is
is
the scene from Wanted.
when he beats Chris Pratt with a keyboard. There was I love the scene where he beats Oz beats Sal, and he has that little bitch fit about it. Like, no, I did that. No, that wasn't you. That was me. Everyone saw it. I got cameras. It's going to prove that I kicked you into the dirt and made you eat a knuckle sandwich twice. And you kept saying the whole time, oh, please, Oz, don't beat me. Your dick is so big. Clearly you pleasure all the ladies. I did that. That was me. Pop. And he just shoots him a couple times.
What'd you say to me?
Huh? What'd you say?
I didn't
Talking
hear you.
shit. Yeah.
That's my number 3.
Okay. My number 3 is Sofia talking to Gia. Again, I don't like that Sophia's leaving her in there, and I like that they're doing that to me, right? Because these are all villains.
You like to feel bad?
But I'd love there's so much going on, so many layers to the performance that Kristen Milioti is giving in this scene, and it profoundly affected me. That's my number 3.
No, I get that.
Hatter, your number 2.
Number 2 is Steve's number 3. the fight between Salvatore and Oz. He's having a heart attack and he's pissed about it. He's pissed about him dying on him. He's just so mad.
Why didn't you take your goddamn meds before you came to fight?
He grabs him like he's, yeah, I beat you, Sal. I win. And Sal, oh. See, I told you I won. He said it. You heard everybody. He said it.
I'm that dude from Donkey Kong Fistful of Quarters that wins all the time. That's me. With the long hair. I did that. I think that guy's a pedophile now or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't want that comparison to me.
And I love some of the lines he's saying to him. He goes, you try to take what's mine, what I built. He's like, and he's like, what did you say? I didn't hear you. Say it again. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's just having a full conversation with the dead body, talking so much shit to him. And
We've all done that with our mics muted on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
You like that? You know? Nobody's listening.
Yeah.
No, that was my number 2 by that
That would have been
whole
great
fight.
if he called him a pussy boy,
Oh
too.
my God, that'd been awesome.
That's right. I'm 14 and 22. 0.63 KD.
You have a shit KD? Not even on the good maps.
I'm lagging. I still win.
I still win.
You know? That's what he feels like.
God.
I'm good. That was it.
Steve, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Sofia talking to Gia. Like everything that you said, Kit, like I just love that scene, how she sort of sees what she's doing and what she's becoming, and she doesn't really like solve it in any real way. She still is going down the path that she's choosing, but like I just like how she she realizes like, oh, this sucks. Like I'm being a shit person in this moment, but hey, your parents suck too, but they deserve to die. Just gonna throw that little emotional grenade on you before I leave. And it's also interesting because it makes me wonder, like, is that going to stop? Is that going to deter Gia from talking to the police when hey, finally comes along? Is she now going to be like, oh, well, my cousin said that my parents suck, so we're all good here. I don't have anything to say. I'm not going to roll on her.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where that comes up because then you got Leo Rush in the background, like, can I kill a kid? Just chomping at the bit. I thought we were going to forget about Gia and never see her again, so I just love how they kind of reintroduce her.
I think we will now. Never see her again.
I'm worried for her though. I'm worried for her. I feel like Leo might still kill her.
Julian Rush.
Yeah, Dr.
Where'd I get Leo from?
I don't know. Is that Shade's name? Maybe
that's his real name.
it's Theo. I thought Theo Rossi.
Theo Rossi. Where'd I get Leo?
Is Leo? You just think about Titanic.
I know where it is. I know it is. It's a really nerdy reason.
Tell me.
You got to say it now.
Leo Rush is a professional wrestler.
Okay.
He's like a smaller dude that's like, smells like money, looks like money.
What's he in?
I think he's in AEW.
AEW. Okay, AEW.
Yeah.
So that's what's Crown Jewel yesterday.
Deep breath.
Oh, did you?
Oh, dude, was awesome.
I didn't know you watched.
I
didn't know you watched the product.
I just recently started getting back into it.
I dabble.
Like I got my mom's Peacock, so that's pretty cool.
Ooh, there you go.
I know. So I'm like,
I'm jealous.
Oh, like free pay-per-views. Do you remember when we were kids growing up? Can we get pay-per-view, Mom? No, it's $100. Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're free.
I guess we'll watch the highlights on Monday Night Raw.
Nope. Now they're free. You can watch that anytime.
Rent that VHS 6 months later.
Yeah, at the Blockbuster video.
That's how I watched them. My number 2 is Sal's heart attack. Maybe a little controversial because I think it's a really disappointing moment as a viewer, but that makes a lot of sense for the character. It does a lot of heavy lifting for the shitty arc that we're giving Oz, and was a genuine surprise because you'd love to see him duke it out. I just thought it was a cool writing decision and well played, and a funny scene with him shit talking a dead body and shooting him and stuff.
No, that's really cool. I like how you said that, because like obviously we think Oz probably wouldn't have beat Maroney, so Maroney had to beat himself, and his body did. He beat himself. That's really cool. I like that.
Nothing could take.
I don't know if you were thinking that or saying that, but that's what I got with what you said. Like that's a cool take. Like he had, because like a vengeful husband who killed his kid and his wife. He was gonna fucking
he had the power of the power of vengeance.
Wait, vengeance.
That's my line.
Wait a minute.
Where even am I?
I woke up from my nap. Y'all keep doing crimes in the broad daylight. I can't do anything about that. I work at night.
Wait till you get the third shift crime.
That's why we haven't seen Batman. Everything's done in the daytime.
Yeah.
I've just been sitting outside Catwoman's window for 2 weeks. Meow, am I right?
Meow. Do you think Batman's gonna show up?
Go to Wayne Manor. There's like 14 bowls of milk on the porch.
She'll come. She'll come.
I left a t-shirt that smells like her as well.
I didn't know which one she wanted, so I got half and half. I got 2%. I got lactose free.
Come get Wayne's cream.
I've got an empty box. I'm just gonna set it outside. Cats love laying in empty boxes.
And they got blankets, and I got cat toys, and for later, catnip. Fuck it.
Master Wayne, you dirty dog.
I'd be okay if Lenny Kravitz showed up.
You're gonna go my way.
Yeah.
American woman.
Yeah, exactly. Put on the Hunger Games outfit. Senna. Senna. It's probably his best look.
Yeah, honestly, with the gold eyeshadow, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your number 1 moment, Hatter?
My number 1 moment is between Macabre and Sofia. And just how badass Macabre is. Like, she's not afraid to die, not afraid to be tortured. She's just a Gotham City, East Side woman, strong, single mom.
Tough old broad.
Tough. And but then like you still see that because I think a lot of humanity is gone from Oz, but like Sofia still has humanity, and you can see it, especially in this scene when she flips from being a badass to dementia to where she's at. And you can just see that she just feels sorry for her. And you can see like she goes, how can I, to me, she's thinking like, how am I going to hurt her if she doesn't really know what the hell's going on most of the time or half the time? And like, she knows she's going through mental health stuff too. And just to see that and just see the humanity still left in Sofia, I love that scene. Like, she's not fully gone yet. Like, I feel like Oz is gone, especially after the beginning of this episode, knowing that he killed his brothers. Mm-hmm. But her humanity is still intact, and there's still a little bit of hope that she could come out of this being a great person. I mean, after she murdered everybody already. She's not a great person, but she's how
She's got a B.
Yeah. She's not full on.
She spared Eve.
Yeah. So, I just loved it.
Yeah, I agree. You know. Steve.
That's also my number one favorite moment. Are we all everybody?
Yes, it's mine as well.
Okay.
Mine as well.
I just actually had a thought while you were talking about that, Hatter. Yes, agree with everything you said. You know, seeing the two of them together is just kind of like, again, like put Kristen Milioti with a scene with another character. Oh my God, gold.
Yeah.
Who knew that she's the best ever? We all did. But one thing I was thinking of was like this whole time we were kind of, at least I was sort of thinking like, what if Oz's final act into being the super villainous penguin that we know is that he's going to kill Victor, right? I was thinking like Sofia, sees the humanity in that. It's like, oh, she's got dementia or whatever. Yeah. And Dr. Rush, will you check in on her? And he's doing his thing. What if this whole thing is like Dr. Rush is like, oh, I know exactly what we can give her to like make her, episodes go away. It won't cure her, but it's going to help her a lot. And they're like, we got your mom. Give us the business back, and we can like make sure she's healthy. And he's like, nah, I'm going to be the kingpin, right? And he like sacrifices his mom. Even like, I'm just spitballing here and just having a theory of stuff like in real time, but. Because they did like show him like psychoanalyzing her, and we've all been wondering like what is his purpose in the show? Because Theo Rossi is like a big enough actor where it's like you don't put him in that role and he's just like, I'm the fuck boy, right?
What if they were like, and then Kristen Milioti, and he was like, okay, I'm in.
Well, that's true. That's true.
She's gonna tie you to a chair.
Actually, not doing anything that month.
I'm free.
I think there's going to be something there. I don't know if he's going to have the cure to Alzheimer's or whatever, but
sure, I don't think you'll have.
But
that.
It might not be Alzheimer's either.
But
it might be.
But the bliss comes from the drug they gave inmates in Arkham. So maybe, and because he was in there for so long,
he can see.
There's like some like, oh, maybe we can give her, or maybe I don't know.
If he helps Macabre, he might have one gleam of redeeming quality in my eyes. But that's it.
Our good Dr. Rush?
Yes. No, not good. I think, okay, you did okay. You can still die if you want, but
if you
other than that,
it's open to you.
I want Sofia to kill him, but that's just a little hope in the back here.
That's a little hopium you got going on.
Yeah, I kind of really want her to just murder him. So.
But Sofia and Macabre, great scene.
Yes.
I just love how both Kristen and Deirdre are so incredible in these roles, and the way Deirdre can go from like being the tough, you can't hurt me, my son's awesome, and then switch to being in a completely different scene and just the loss and despair, and seeing Sofia switch from being, fuck you, bitch, I got you, I'm gonna get your son, to, oh my God, are you okay? What's wrong? Like, it's a great scene, and I don't think I've ever quite seen that before in a crime drama where the hostage like has some sort of illness that makes the captor immediately like, oh shit, oh God, are you okay? Should we call someone? Yeah. Oh my God.
Was it the toast? I worked all morning on that.
I spread the jam. Kit, go on about it. Off.
You guys have said everything. And we spoke earlier about it. It's a phenomenal scene. I didn't expect to get Deirdre O'Connor and Kristen Milioti together in this show, and I never was smart enough to hope for it. And yet it gave me one of my favorite moments of the show. It's right up there with the bathroom scene with Vic and Oz in like episode 3.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's the best scene in the show, I think. But this is up there, and I didn't expect it. It's so layered and nuanced and wonderful, and I think it just might earn a second Pussy Boy nomination for Deirdre for me, and I'm not sure yet. But let's get to the drops. If anybody has any,
I didn't.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
So all of my drops were non-Batman related, and we've talked about most of them. Where I was like, "Oh, they're going to play Double Dragon, Island in the
Yeah,
Stream."
this ain't Stranger Things, buddy.
Yeah, Fred Astaire top hat. They're seeing Beetlejuice, but the one we didn't talk about is in a certain background shot of a certain what's it called? Drug abuse resistance education program, aka Dare.
We got Dare in the background.
Yeah, we got-
Yeah, it was. Dude, a big Dare look.
Yeah, it was like a big like it was a wide shot of the city and one of the like those big painted, when they paint like a
Side of
ad
the
on the
building.
side of a
Yeah.
building. It was a big.
Usually
painted
they're
Dare
Jesus
ad.
around here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Going to hell.
Abortion is murder.
Vote Jesus for county commissioner. What are we-
Basically.
dog catcher. But yeah, so we got a nice little Dare shout out.
That's awesome, especially since they're all drug dealers.
I know. That was so perfect. I cracked up. I was like, look at that. It's freaking Dare.
But I loved your analysis of, the Fred Astaire movie and the relation to the iconic penguin character and the umbrella joke, all that stuff. Really good.
Thanks,
fan.
man. Thanks, man.
Didn't catch any of that. But it's time for our Kingpin nomination now. Our favorite performance of the episode. Is there anyone not picking Deirdre?
Yes.
Okay. Hatter, lay it on
So,
us. He raised his hand for all
unfortunately,
those who are not watching on YouTube.
unfortunately, I can't find this actor's name, but the actor that played young Oz.
Little Oz.
Little Oz, because the
Yeah, I don't
way
think they've released him yet. Like they're trying to keep it a spoiler or something.
so the way he embraced the role, with down to the waddle, just like him, the accent, the tone, the verbiage he was using.
The Macaulay Culkin stare from Good
the
Son.
Macaulay Culkin stare. You can tell like the way he played, there was some sort of evil or violence in him already before this. And the way that actor portrayed it, he portrayed the love for the mom so much. And I think he just, like I said before, Ellie De La Cruz knocked it out of the park. With the little bit you saw of him, you just knew that, like, where Oz came from. He played that role and played that part and just killed it to me.
That's a great pick.
Yeah,
I love that pick.
Yeah, he was unreal.
My best performance, my pussy boy. I've given it to Deirdre O'Connell the last 2 episodes, so I'm going to switch it up for this one, even though like she is highly deserving. I love Little Oz is a great pick, but I'm going to give it to Kristen Milioti again. Just
Never argue with that.
Yeah, because she's incredible in every scene, and like the scene with her and Deirdre works because both of them are like incredible in it.
Mm-hmm.
But also you get the scene with Gia,
Yeah.
and when she leaves the room and she kind of has that like breakdown where she feels like she's being choked by her dad when she talks to Rush, Dr. Rush I almost called him Leo again. Dr. Rush at the end of it.
Dr. Leo.
And like, I just want to reach through the screen and like, no, it's okay. It's fine. I'll go kill Gia. Like she's just incredible in this show. Like if she doesn't-
Incredible.
incredible.
She's widowy to best.
She's widowy. She's widowy to best. If she doesn't win every single award under the sun for this
I am
role,
so
I would be
excited about the
so
award
mad.
season because of this show.
Yeah, we go January 6th on the Emmys.
Yeah. I'm gonna go shit on someone's desk.
Some producer.
Yeah. Kit, what about you?
Shout out to Kenzie Gray, who plays Gia VT. We're talking about young actors that are just crushing it in this show. I think she's great. Kristen Milioti is the kingpin in my heart. But I am going to give it to Deirdre O'Connell again. I think it's my second nomination for her, and she just really just walloped me like a Salvatore Moroni headbutt with that performance.
Headbutt.
Just knocked me on my ass. So that's the end of the Peen-Ween episode 7 coverage, guys. We got the finale next week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Next Sunday night. Look forward to that. And then directly after that following week, we're going to start our Dune Prophecy coverage, I think.
Dang.
And it's only 6 episodes long. And then we're going to start rewatching Severance season 1.
I know Andy's making music for Dune. I think I might just isolate that clip of Hatter going, "Dune," throw it in.
No, I've got this. Andy didn't tell you our plan.
No.
I don't know how Andy's coming along with the music, but he wants to do some sort of riff on the but something we can legally do, and then play music over it. And I want to just clips from the show. How cool would that be? What do we do?
Yeah, yeah.
What do we do?
What do we do?
Oh, that's got to be in there. There's so many good ones, right? Lisa Nugaib. Some still exactly. I'm so excited for all that. Gonna be one of my favorite ditties.
Whoa.
You can't ruin the slang term for a song for me.
Tell me more about some of your other favorite ditties.
Well, we were talking about the Fratellis earlier. They have lots of them. Cake. Any
Thank you,
hoozle.
Cake.
Any hoozle. That wraps up our coverage on episode 7 of The Penguin and season 3, episode 2 of Game of Thrones in a couple days on Patreon only.
Yep.
And it looks like we got a winner, an early lead in our Patreon poll.
What's the early lead?
Good Will Hunting is crushing.
Well, this is the first time we're talking about it on the air. What's the poll?
None of their business. They should pay to know. Roughly fall movies is the theme for November. So we got Good Will Hunting. We've got Royal Tenenbaums, which is historically not the Wes Anderson movie that brought up in fall movie conversations, but I respect it.
I just love that movie.
It's Fantastic Mr. Fox is a no holds barred fall movie.
Yes, but the original plan was Dysfunctional Family.
Yeah,
theme,
it was on your
that
mind.
one, and we changed it. I'm like, I still want to watch that one.
Right. Royal Tenenbaums. Andy picked Silver Linings Playbook, and we've got James and the Giant Peach.
Picked by Joey from Discord. We're trying something new where that fourth slot we might throw out to some Discord members.
Yeah,
Good Will Hunting.
We picked a slot to nominate a movie. Joey will laugh. If you guys don't have a sense of humor, fuck you. I was terrified James and the Giant Peach was going to win because we got that weird peach cult thing going on in the Discord.
Oh yeah, I've got the
What?
I got the
I can't even explain it to you. I don't have a peach bracelet. I just want to throw that out there.
I mean, you could have grabbed one.
But when she nominated James and the Giant Peach, I was like, fuck.
I was wondering what was laying on the ground.
It's a
over
great
here.
movie,
And
but
their peach bracelets laying on the ground over here.
Yeah.
I thought they were carrots. I did. I was like, or pumpkins.
no,
There's pumpkins on
those
the
are
ground.
peaches, baby. Go to patreon.com/streaming things if you want to be a part of jokes like that. I think you're missing out, and you really, truly are. But that's all the time we have for right now. We've got to go return some videotapes post-haste. My name is Kit.
I'm Hatter.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming The Penguin.
Happy streaming. Don't go underground.
I want to fuck my mom.
Hard.